What's up, gang? If you don't know who I am, my name is Spiri. I'm an artist and animator and professional memory collector. Mainly, let's stick to the artist title for right now, though. So, I don't know why it feels like it's been a minute since I've done anything like this, even though it's only been like a couple of weeks, I think. We're getting closer and closer to the end of the year, which is very scary. Happy new moon. But the thing that I really want to talk about is just the state of YouTube right now. I look at so much crap on YouTube. It's insane. It's silly. It's ridiculous. And I want to stop. Before I get into all of that, though, if you're a family member watching this, which I'm so grateful for, I'm so thankful that people in my family, people in my friend group like my stuff enough to watch it and listen to it. It makes me happy, so thank you. But if you're a family member or someone who isn't on the side of YouTube that's being affected by YouTube slop or slop content or anything of the sort, if you've never even heard the term YouTube slop and it like outside of me talking about it, because I have been talking to some of my friends about it, just go ahead. I'd highly encourage you to click off of this video. It's not going to be for you. You probably won't understand what I'm talking about. No need to clock into your shift at the Spiri factory today, okay? I'm just kind of yapping. It's stuff that I need to get off of my chest. But if you do know what YouTube slop is, or if you are on the side of YouTube where you're looking at different video essays or content about shows or things like that, you might want to listen to what I have to say. I might be saying things that you relate to or agree with, or I could be totally off the mark. But this is open discussion kind of thing, but it's just like, yeah, I know a lot of my videos, my family members and some of my friends are like, what is she talking about? I love this, but what is she talking about, you know? So I'm sorry again if it just seems like a low effort video. I'm not in a great headspace. I'm proud of myself though, that I've gotten so many new moon and full moon videos done this whole year. That's something that I can write down as something that I did. Now, I agree with all the videos I've seen so far talking about YouTube slop and like what's the difference between a cash grab video and then what are videos that have passion behind it. There are so many videos flooding the internet right now that are just made with AI or made with just the purpose of being a passive income thing or some way of making money without thinking too hard about it. It's nothing like, I want to fuss about this topic because I want to. I miss those kinds of videos. I feel like the one that I remember most recently was this video essay that I saw talking about Pinkie Pie and mental disorders or something like that from My Little Pony. But it was something like, obviously this person wasn't trying to make like, that wasn't their sole reason for making that video, was to make money. It was something that they were passionate about, to the point where they dressed up to go along with the energy of the video, and they got a bunch of different talking points set up. I really like those kinds of videos that come off as either a yap session or a rambly thing or a video essay, like this was a piece of project or piece of work that you were told to do for school or something, but instead of it being on a book that you don't care about, it's about something that you care about, so you're more interested and more invested, you know? That's what I really like. And I don't see those videos that often as of late. I see, how do I put it? Just things that just go on and on and on and kind of waste my time or waste space in my brain over different things. It's trending topics. It's such and such situation is crazy. All these kinds of things. It's the slop. It's the fast food videos, genuinely. Because I do agree, something else that I heard is like there's videos that you'll watch on your phone while you're on the way home from school or work, and then there's videos that you need to put on your television screen because they're that good, you know what I mean? And I love that that's kind of what YouTube is. You can just put anything and everything on here. But I'm just tired. It just seems like there's way more videos out there that are made with the purpose of being a cash grab than to actually move the audience or show that they were passionate about the thing that they're talking about, or ask questions or meet people, things like that, you know? My next point going into that, we need to be looking and searching for more videos with passion behind them It's going to be harder to find the authenticity and humanity in the sea of fake and half-assed stuff, but it's not going to be impossible. It's your algorithm, the YouTube algorithm is pretty kind. I see some wacky stuff here and there, but for the most part, it'll show me something that I want to see, and if I say that I don't want to see whatever thing, I end up not seeing it as much. So, but I know that there's people out there, there's humanity and authenticity out there in the stuff that I look at and the stuff that I try to search for. I miss a lot of creators that just haven't been making videos as much as they used to, probably because they're feeling overwhelmed about the flood of just kind of irrelevant content or irrelevant stuff, like Mia Cole, Ro Ramden, things like that. I miss those kinds of videos a lot. I like videos where it feels like I'm chilling with this random person on the internet. I just have to search for those kinds of things because I know they're out there. I know there's videos out there that will make me feel something because I see them when I actively go look for it, or even if I just happen to click on something that makes me feel something or ends up making me feel something, and I'm so thankful for clicking on it instead of clicking on the new Mr. Beast update is crazy, the new Dr. Disrespect discourse is insane. I should have said like dastardly or something so like I could keep the alliteration or whatever going on. But I'm tired of those, you know? We gotta up our standards for what we're comfortable watching on YouTube. Sometimes I'm cool with looking at a fast food video. Sometimes I want to see something. I want to feel something. I want to experience something. If it feels like my brain is breaking from watching it, or that I'm just wasting my time or not having fun, maybe it's just not the best thing to be watching. And I'm at the point where I'm not even really trying to keep up with the drama or the discourse or the updates of whatever kind of thing is going on the internet, or the archives of some lol cow. Now granted, I do want to know the updates about why Christian is having a child, but things like that, like, I don't know, it's just weird. I don't want to keep watching those constantly, especially now that I'm noticing I'm not even watching them. I'm usually drawing while it's going on, but I'm not retaining the information. I just hear this person talking, but I'm not really retaining it. And then I feel bad because it's like, this person put some effort into this, right? But sometimes you don't even know if they did put effort into it or if it was just all created by AI. I'm not saying that that's the case for every single video out there that's talking about drama or discourse on the internet, but still, it's getting kind of hard to tell the difference sometimes. So then I never know when it's like genuinely somebody that's like interested in the topic or if they're just trying to make some money. I just feel like, yeah, maybe it's not the best for me to keep watching it. It makes me sad, especially when I found out that like other people outside of the space of YouTube that are affected by the slop content or AI content and things like that, outside of that, they're actually enjoying the platform and feel good after watching a video, or at least don't feel worse. There's sometimes I look at a video and I feel worse knowing the information in it. But there's people out there like my friends and some of my family members that look at YouTube and use YouTube differently than I do. They're not trying to keep up with the drama. They're listening to think pieces or watching house tours or looking at reruns of old shows or looking at spiritual content or self-help content, things like that, which self-help content can get kind of into a rabbit hole in itself, because then you'll just be consuming it and not actually trying to help yourself. But that's a whole nother thing I could talk about. But again, yeah, they're not feeling worse. They're not looking at the allegations of the week about who's gonna be a pedophile next or something, you know? They're not looking at that shit. They're looking at things that make them feel good, or at least are entertaining or interesting. Or they're not on YouTube at all and they're watching like a full-length movie or a full-length series or something, you know? And I just would like to not be a part of that group anymore that's just feeling sad when I use YouTube or when I watch YouTube. And there are some videos that I see in between the drama ones that make me come back to it because I felt something, because it made me feel moved and motivated and inspired. And I need to set up like a playlist or archive or something of just all the videos that make me feel something, so I don't lose them in the sea of all of this noise. It just feels like noise. It feels like noise. People gotta start seeing the stuff pumped out with no consideration for the viewer's time or intelligence, and focused on making a quick buck as just that. They're just trying to make a quick buck. They don't really care about your attention span. They hope that it'll last through the video, but they kind of know that it won't, or that you'll just be there doing whatever. It's okay to follow a template for a video. It's how we were taught to write essays and papers in school anyway. But when you use that template, you're supposed to put you in it. Do you know what I mean? You're supposed to put some humanity and authenticity into it, because when you lack that, it just comes out hollow. I don't know if anybody else was in school and they taught you about like the hamburger essay format or something like that, and it tells you like this is going to have the intro, the body, what makes up the body, the conclusion, all this other stuff, you know? All of the good videos that you might see or look into that tell a story, 9 times out of 10, they're following a template kind of similar to that. But you won't even know it because it's telling such a good story. It's telling something. It's making you feel something. It's guiding you through the stuff very well. And I think that's when it's a really well made video, instead of it just being like a book report video basically that I'm turning in last minute to my teacher kind of thing. There are a lot of videos out there that feel that way, and it just feels hollow. Sometimes I want a simple video, sometimes I want a video to make me think or feel something, but I just feel like as of late I've been clicking on more videos that don't make me feel anything. I just click on the fast food video because it's cool. I started finishing up the talking points on this video because I realized that I was just looking at another Mr. Beast drama explained video or something like that, right? So I just got kind of tired once I realized I don't want that to be like all that I'm consuming every day, all the time, especially when I want to make art myself, when I have ambitions and goals and passions and things like that, you know? And I feel like they're just getting all clogged up by me looking at this YouTube slop. And I don't know, maybe I just never grew up from being an internet kid. I mean, I came out okay growing up on the web, I guess. Like, I'm not dumb or something, but I just worry, like, will these kids be okay though? Will they find their way out of the noise like I did and find ways to feel again? Or are they just gonna all come out being kind of like haters, just numb to everything, you know? Like, I don't know. I really hope for the best, obviously. Like, I want the best for them. But I do worry a little bit, the landscape of YouTube, the landscape of a lot of things on social media, and how that affects the younger audience. I just hope that they find ways to feel again, look at things that move them, motivate them, inspire them, make them want to go and change the world. None of the videos that I look at, the stuff where it just sounds like a book report basically, none of those make me want to get up and go change the world afterwards, you know? Not even just the ones where it's talking about the dangers of the internet. It doesn't make me want to change the world. If anything, it makes me want to hide from it. I know just from like working on this current video, I want to stop looking at these kinds of videos. The ones that are XYZ situation is crazy or whatever adjective. The hours long videos that don't seem to talk about much of anything or have information that I can't use in the real world or talk about with people without sounding chronically online. I just want to stop. I just want to stop looking at them. And I want people to shut up about YouTube slop, because it's kind of like, if you're tired of it happening, if you're tired of seeing it, just stop watching it. Go look at something else, because I promise you it's not just 100% crap on the internet all the time. There's gems hidden in there that you just have to look for. Sometimes it's in a video that doesn't have 300k views. Sometimes you just gotta look at the stuff and take a chance on a video that might make you feel something, especially if you're annoyed with the slop. I feel like if you're annoyed with it, then that's all the more reason for you to try to do things to get away from it instead of just fussing about it. And that's why I'm trying to not fuss too hard about it. If you don't feel that way when you look at slop content, then like just say that. But I'm starting to feel that way. Before, when people were bringing it up, I would just be like, no, I love this. I love slop. I love the YouTube slop. I eat this shit all day. I watch this junk all day. And now I'm just starting to feel very dead inside to it. So I'm trying to change. And I want to make sure that the videos that I put out have some form of passion in them too in the future. Maybe I really am half-assing my own art and creations. I can still fix it though. That's why I'm working on this right now instead of watching a video about the Mr. Beast drama. I'll prove everyone and anyone who doubts me wrong. I will make everyone who believes in me proud. I'll make myself proud. I'll make the life that I want to live happen for me. All of this could tie into how people are so quick to being mean or hateful or dismissive on the internet, for real, because I think that that is a big issue. I think people are too quick to just shit on somebody. The best example I can give of this is I saw this guy post his new tattoo. I think it was like a logo of a business or something that he started, something like that. It was a logo of something, and they were really happy with the tattoo and was just like, thanks so much for the work, bro. And then immediately after that, somebody's talking about how shitty the the thing looks. If the customer's happy with it, that really is the only thing that matters at the end of the day. But my thing is, like, who asked for a critique? This guy didn't ask for no critique. This guy didn't ask for your opinion on that. If you think that it's a fucked up tattoo, you could just very easily keep scrolling instead of feeling like this is meant to be shared with this person. This negative critique is meant to be shared to them. Because then they're like, oh, you put it on the internet, so that means that you have to be open to criticism. And it's like, no, what if I put it on the internet because I want my friends to see it because they use the internet? How about that? Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought that the internet isn't just made for you to look at shit and talk shit about it? It just blew my mind when I saw that. And so many people trying to be like, ooh, free speech, free world, da da da. It's like, yeah, it is free speech. I get it. I can tell you to shut the fuck up and stop like talking so rude to people. It just makes me sad. Like, stop being mean and dismissive to people who are trying to be sincere and authentic with you. And also just understand it might not be with you. You might not be the target audience for that kind of sincerity and authenticity. It might just be for somebody else. And if that's the case, you just keep scrolling. You do not have to put your 2 cents on every little thing, okay? That's all that I wanted to fuss about. My closing out notes. I've made videos for 11 out of 13 of the new moons and 11 out of 12 of the full moons this year. We have a couple more to go before the end of the year. So that means that I made about 22 new and full moon videos and about 33 videos all year on my channel. My 100th video will be a Q&A/tattoo tour. So you can ask any questions. I'm taking questions from my audience, from people, so just let me know. After that, I want to have videos for 2025 to go even better than this year's vids. I want to give myself more time to get them done and not rush things. I want to come up with and talk about topics that I have passion towards, so I can be that sort of beacon through the noise, through all of the slop. Take the P out of slop and change it to a G and watch my videos. Look at the slogs, okay? I know it's... I know it might not be the best word or the best name for it, but it's so cute. And they stand for studio vlogs or studio logs, however you want to call it. But I promise you, you'll feel something from them if you look at them instead of the slop that makes you feel like 2% more dead inside, or like, what am I doing with my life? I want you guys to enjoy the videos that I make and the time that you spend here. I want you to leave my channel feeling better, or at the very least feeling something from my art. I want to connect with others through my art and creations. The stuff I've been watching on YouTube lately are not of substance. It makes me sad. I got excited when I was looking at a video from Some Ordinary Gamers where he was saying that he was going to stop talking about the things going on, like YouTube drama stuff, because he said that that channel was like his diary and he just talks about the things that are passionate to him. And then it kind of seemed like he went right back on into talking about those things. But who am I to say? Maybe he's passionate about that, so I don't know. But it made me a little bummed because I would love to hear his think pieces on random things that don't have anything to do with trending topic, ABCD or whatever, or who's the next pedophile and things like that. You know, I'm tired. I'm very tired. And since I'm tired, I'm going to try to do better at finding more stuff. I try to go towards the YouTube new wave hashtag to find stuff that'll make me feel something, to find stuff that makes me see that there's a human that made this, a human with experiences and joy or sorrow or some sort of feeling behind it. And I try to do the same and be the same for my audience and for my future and past selves, you know? I hope you enjoy the drawing that's going on. I hope you enjoy the vibes. And I'll talk to you later. For the full moon, please feel free to leave your questions for the Q&A under this video, or you can message me directly, or you can find a secret third option of contacting me to drop a question and I will read them and answer them in the 100th video that will be out on the full moon. So isn't that exciting? I'm excited. I'm stoked. And then I'll do a tattoo tour as well. If you ask questions about my tattoos, I'll answer them as well. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Do something that makes you feel something.